everybody. We are thrilled to be here to speak about this research project. Maybe we have to admit before to begin that we are quite outsider. We are a public health researcher and not gamers at all at the beginning. But a few years ago, we decided to try to use video games to do public health prevention. And this is one of our projects. So we'll present it to you and I hope you will like it. Yeah, that's true. So who are we? She is my colleague, she is Lorraine, she is a public health researcher. As maybe you can heard, we are from France, from Paris, so this is why we have this accent. And she is specialized in mental health and health promotion, and I am Enora. I'm a specialist of adolescent health and health promotion. So I began to work with video games 4 years ago with the objective to reach some populations that we did not reach usually with, let's say, classical prevention action, typically the one we do in schools or university. The objective was to reach need people, the young people which is not in employment or education or training. And we thought that video games could be a great idea to reach those young people. And so we decided to go in Abo Hotel video game. I don't know if you know it. It's quite a little bit vintage. I don't know how to say it. But let's say it's between The Sims and Minecraft, and you can play it on network. And so with medical student and one of my colleagues, we began to do actions about tobacco consumptions, alcohol, sexual health, with the idea to be really positive and not at all about the risk. And what we saw is that young people were happy to see us in this video game. They came to us and speak about a lot of things in the chat. And so we had, let's say, the first results who show us that it was possible to deliver health messages in video games toward gamers. And in Abo Hotel, in the French community, at least 20% of the gamers were need people, so these young people without education, training, and job. So the objective to reach them was attained, so really good thing. The only thing which was a little bit disappointed is that young players in Abo were not so much young. It was more adults in a middle age. So it was interesting thinking about reducing inequalities in access of prevention, health message, etc. But they were not adolescent, and my subject is adolescent health. So, well, because of that, we decided 2 years ago to change the video game to use to do prevention action. And we decided to go in Minecraft because all of the reason you can see it and you know it. It's really popular and popular in adolescent too. And what was interesting for us is that Minecraft, you have several ways to play it, so several ways to do prevention. What we propose in Abo was a little bit classical. It was about chatting, but it was not really immersive or building things. And in Minecraft, we thought that it could be more engaging for young people. And so this is why we build project in this video game. Because we are public health researcher, our objective was to enhance one domain of the health, and the domain we choose was mental health, because as you may know, since COVID-19, there is a big problem in France, but I think it's the same in USA, in mental health of young people, and there is no education to mental health in France. And what we wanted to do is to propose this kind of education to mental health. So the scientific name is mental health literacy. It's how to make you able to deal with your mental health systems, the mental health of other people. And so it was the objective of this project. So the research objective was to co-construct with young gamers a prevention intervention in Minecraft and to evaluate the effect of this intervention on mental health literacy.
So just like Enora told us, one of our main objectives was to co-create. So to co-create, we have to implicate many young people and also the people that are recipient. I'm sorry, I'm French. That's complicated for me. Of our intervention. So. We choose to co-construct with 4 young streamers aged between 80 to 24 years old, and with the psychologist named Bruno. Bruno is as well a gamer, but also a streamer, and he'll also use the game and all range of game in his clinical practice. So we did almost 10 co-construction sessions in which we talk about the intervention we wanted to develop. And that was quite challenging in many ways. To start, the main challenge was that the people involved in the co-construction group were also supposed to co-animate the intervention they were going to develop. So we have some requirement that needs to be met to participate, and the psychologist, for example, must have many characteristics if you want to make it work. So as I just say, our psychologist was a gamer, but he has to have a gaming fluency, was able to talk about game, to speak the language of gamer, and also to speak the language of adolescent as well. And he was also really fluent in using streaming device and streaming tools. And that's a requirement since he was supposed then to animate it with streamer, those kind of intervention. But we also have some requirement on the side of the streamers as well, because it was quite hard to recruit streamer, since mental health is not it's not an easy topic, and not everybody wants to speak about mental health in your playful streams on Twitch. You want to be like to speak about light subject, to play, to interact, but not to talk about how do you feel and the deep meaning of your depression and things like that. So we did not go to the depression subject, but it was hard to reach, and we contact them by email, which is not efficient at all, so I do not recommend using it. But then we recruit a streamer which was more involved than the other, and he helped us to his knowledge of the community, and with the help of one of his colleagues, to reach the other streamers. So at the end of the co-construction sessions, we were able to build 2 different interventions. The first one is called #WalkYourTherapist. It's #Promène-ton-psy in French. And so here you can see a screenshot of this intervention. It was not a one-shot intervention, it was 3 interventions lasting around 2 hours. And the main point was to play and to stream your play. And it was a duo between the psychologist and the streamer, and they were playing, but in the same time they were speaking about mental health topic that we previously decided. It was not at all script, it was very free, but we choose the topic we were going to talk about. Oopsie, sorry. So here are some results, because you are more, you know it's better than me, I think. So as I say, it lasts around 2 hours for each. We were able to reach a mean of 30-40 people and a maximum of 300 viewers. but the chat were very active through all the intervention. Another result, since we are like researcher, we have to evaluate the effect and the impact on mental health literacy. So we did a before-after measurement with also a control group to see if there is an improvement on mental health literacy. And there were an improvement since the score went to 45 to 104. And it was a significant improvement in mental health literacy among participants. The second intervention we've built is called Safe Place, and it was called Safe Place in French as well. So it's quite different since this one required the viewer implication. And we make huge communication on Discord, on YouTube, on everything, just to ask people to come for a one-day challenge. It was a build challenge. The opening was in the morning with the streamer, and we asked people to build their safe place. I think you know what it means. Some place where your mental health is optimum, where you can, when it can bloom as well. So they have the whole day to build it on a dedicated server. And at the end of the day, we were making a closing session. The streamer paired with our psychologist. And they were like describing the different spaces and how it can be positive for mental health. Like you have table where you can interact and play with your friend, but there is also a swimming pool and how swimming and sport can have a positive impact on your mental health. So here you can see some screenshots of the different build the people made. So it was quite diverse since we have many rooms, but we also have some landscape, some beach, a train station as well. That was fun. So it's not that much participant because we have 12 participants, but we choose to analyze the builds regarding, that's some research stuff, I'm sorry, regarding a framer built by UNH6 Plus group about youth well-being. And so we compared, that's 5 require area, 5 domains needed for youth well-being. So we compare, were we able to find this kind of domains in the youth, in the participant construction? And as you can see, some of the domains were well represented, like cognitiveness, and other were not that represented, like agency and resiliency. What's next? We left some room for question. We realized that there were impacts for streamers, but impact as well for us of our intervention. For streamers, it's still an ongoing collaboration. I'm still in contact with the older streamer, and they are all together in contact as well. And our psychologist Bruno and 2 of the streamers that were in our intervention still do regular stream together, without any research context, like just for fun on night. And one of our streamers also realized during the intervention that the game mode he plays, because there was Bed Wars, there was survival, and there was also building, that the Bed Wars he was playing was not well suited for the way he interacts with people, his feeling. It was too much for him. So after the intervention, he chose to change his game modes and to go more into survival or build that were a little bit less stressful for him. And all content and all participants just modify after our intervention the way they talk about mental health. And I think that was quite interesting. And all their feedbacks were very, very positive. And for us, we also wanted to make this project evolve by adding more games, more platforms, and also maybe just work with a bigger streamer. Since our streamer, they have around, I think the less is 7K followers, and the maximum is 70K followers. So thank you very much for your attention, and feel free to ask every question. We will try to answer it the best way we can with our English.
And I was just wondering, with the live chat component of the streams, were there any issues with content moderation, or what were your strategies going in to make sure that the discussion stayed moderately productive, or if not productive, at least, acceptable for the topic?
Thank you very much for your question. I'm sorry I went a little bit fast about that, but we have a very strict selection of streamers. So we went through all the past posts and videos to just verify if they have some questionable position on like sensitive topics. And so it was really part of the selection process. But they also have a moderation system on their everyday practice. And we did not have to just reinforce them. It was like working that way, and we did not have any issue, not a single one. But I think their community were like really playful, joyful, and there is not full of trolls. And I think it's because they are little streamers and not like the big one with all those trolls. And so it's a facilitator.
That at the beginning we planned to have like a security plan, so how to give an answer to any situation, and we did not use it. But I think that the fact that the psychologist was here, maybe it helps also to propose some solutions. Some people speak about their possible addiction to game or different things, harassment, and we just play the game to take it in live and to furnish an answer in live. So no, it was easy. Yeah.
Other questions?
Hi, my name's David Barry from Game Academy. We are based in the UK and we run lots of activities for thousands of gamers 16 to 24 who are not in employment or education. Forgive me if I missed something, but where did you source your gamers from?
From nowhere. No. Lorraine, I think she tried, I think, to contact maybe 100 of different people. Just we first screen the community, which was not too big, not too small, French streamers with ethical position, let's say. And so I think you just watch on Discord and take names, on Twitch and take name, and we just at random try like that.
But we rely on the experience of Santé Publique France, which is the French public health agency, because they have done in the past influencer campaign, and they just they give us a short session to how to contact and how to verify to select the participants, and I just did it myself with my Excel folder, and then I contact them, and then a light at the end of the tunnel. I saw this one, this streamer, and this streamer really helped me through every steps, and that it was really a facilitator.
Old-fashioned stalking, yeah.
Yes, but I'm a millennial. We are very good at stalking.
I think we have time for one more question. Are there any more questions?
Hi, I'm Noah. I'm with Project Unloaded. We have run a very similar program where we intervene on Twitch to try to do some firearm risk reduction and firearm suicide prevention. And I'm curious, when you share that information about like participants, how do you collect participant data and survey them before and after?
It's very challenging, and we are still working on it, because one of the main issue is to make them just click on a link. It's too much of an effort. So we just we spam them. We put the form on Discord. We put the form on TikTok. We put the form on Twitch at the beginning of the stream. At the end of the stream, we're like pushing. And they just click on the link, and then we have a form that is protected and data agreement and everything. And we collect that. But as you can see, we had a maximum of 300 participants in one stream. And we have quite a delta since we have 97 participants at the baseline form and 47, I think, or 48 at the end, like 2 months after. So we had a huge use loss to follow up. And what is also quite an issue is how you maintain the control group. Since our control group did not have any mental health content, but just like regular stream with another streamer outside of the intervention, we lost them. So we were not able to make a strong comparison between the control group and the intervention group. And this is so challenging, and we are still working on it. Do you want to add?
Because and this point was easier in Abo, because in Abo you can propose inside the game directly a form. So we did a partnership with the community manager of Abo, and she proposed inside the game to reply to a form, and it was much easier. And maybe one thing that you did not mention is that to motivate them to participate, we offered some gifts, and even with that, it was not really sufficient. It was Minecraft gift, and the same in Abo, we offer some things, but too much challenging.
We give Minecraft premium account. It's like many French people use cracked Minecraft account. I'm sorry if there is some Minecraft people here, but that's true. So we gift and we also gift some virtual gift, like the one we play on the server, Safe Place. It was on the server called Hype Network. They give many gift like money, like tools and things like that.
Thank you guys so much. That was wonderful. Let's give them another hand.